Hello guys, welcome back to another video with me, Martincella. As you all can see, I'm out here just enjoying a little bit of, the sun on the patio here and a good breeze. It's a beautiful day today and I thought I'd sit here. But something that has been on my mind, that I've been seeing a lot on TikTok, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. It is called Looksmaxing. So I was like wondering, I'm like, what this thing is called, look maxing, because I see a lot of people talking about it. So what it is essentially when you focus on improving your exterior, like your physical appearance. So you can focus on, yeah, I'm outside, so there's all kinds of noise. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So what essentially look maxing is when you focus on the exterior of your physical, right? So your skincare, essentially, the other word for it is like like you guys hear a lot of people saying leveling up and all that. So that's essentially what it is. So like self-care, taking care of like, your hair, your skin, sometimes also like going to the gym. But with this look back thing, sorry guys, I'm so not feeling good. My throat, I sound a little wonky. But with that, I I noticed that there's two ends of that. There's with everything, there is an extreme side of it, and there's also a mild side of it, which is, the mild side of it is just self-care, and I'm here for that. I'm always talking about, self-care as well, doing little things for yourself to, make yourself feel good, like, in making sure like you take pride in the little pieces that you put that makes you feel lovely, that is self-care, and I often talk about these little things as well. And I don't have a problem with the definition of look maxing, and I don't have a problem with like what it is promoting, because yeah, it's the physical, and yeah, you need to take care of the physical. Unfortunately, this world is a shallow world, and oftentimes people will judge you from the way that you present yourself, you know um I mean, we all want to be great, we all want to psychologically do the right thing by not doing that, but a lot of times people start judging you right off the bat in your mind and things like that, just from the way that you present yourself. And if you don't present yourself with a level of respect that you're put together, they're just going to assume that you don't care, like little things like that, whether it's in the workplace, in different settings. So I was here thinking about this look maxing thing. It just had me thinking, I'm like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that, but the problem is when sometimes something starts going viral. I even heard about it on the news. When something starts going viral, people start hearing only a clip of something. And that's where people kind of like focus in on. And because my target audience, like I've always said on this channel, they're young women between the age of 24 and 35, 34. Look, maxing is fine, but what I would suggest and what I would recommend is to do an all round, focus on an all round kind of scenario. So I'm going to put words, I'm probably going to just put new terms to it. Look maxing is great, the physical, but think about your soul maxing as well. Think about your financial maxing as well. Those aspects are very important. Think about your health maxing. You know, let's touch up on the first one, which is the most important one. Look maxing is fine, exterior wise, when you take care of the exterior aspect of it. But it works and it can be sustained properly if your soul, the spiritual aspect of you, is properly taken care of. I'm not talking about being religious or anything like that, but for me, I'm a Christian. And I was thinking about it, I'm like, no, soul maxing, which is just a term these are terms I'm kind of coming up with here. to kind of categorize these things and having like, I hope I'm making sense. Putting certain things in a certain order. And in that whole category, I want to call it life maxing. So, soul maxing, are you really like seeking the Lord in a certain way? Like, are you like fasting and praying? Are you like dedicating yourself, to a closer walk with Him to understand a lot of the spiritual things that are going on around you? Sometimes, like the battles that you're facing, you know? And not only the battles that you're facing, but are you like, is your soul in a particular state where you can get directions in terms of like the decisions that you have to make? We take these things like for granted and lightly, but like if you're probably properly soul maxing, sometimes the Lord will reveal things to you on what to do and what not to do, what to say and what not to say, and that saves you from situations that only God knows, right? So we can't just focus on one thing, And I know I'm a Christian, and yes, I do go on TikTok as well, and these things are promoted to all of us. But we need to be careful, and we need to take everything with just like just with a assess everything. Just assess everything and look at the whole situation. And that's just soul maxing, you know? What about health maxing? Yeah, you're taking care of the exterior, you want to look good a certain way, your skincare routine. But if you're not taking care of your gut, doesn't matter how much skincare routine you do. Doesn't matter how much foundation, how much things you put outside. If you're not drinking water, if you're not taking care of your gut and all that stuff, like it's going to show. Like whatever you're doing externally is not like, yeah, it can cover up certain things, but it's not going to cover up a smooth. I've often noticed, I'm like, man, sometimes the people, sorry, I sound like I have like a terrible cold, but sometimes the people that like put like the bare minimal when it comes to the exterior and, a little foundation, a little lip gloss and things like that, and they do a little something like this, we don't notice some of the work they put behind. They're drinking their water, drinking their vitamins, and all of these things, and getting good sleep. That's health maxing, you know and so when they top it up with the look maxing, they are in top notch presentation shape, and that's just health maxing. And you cannot be focusing on maxing one area and leaving out the next. Even with the soul maxing, or the health maxing, if you're mentally not correct in your mind, doesn't matter how soul max, how look maxing you, like, you're still gonna be a crazy person, you know. So health maxing is very important. Like, whether you have to seek proper professional people, to whether it's therapy or whatever that you need to do to get the help that you need mentally, that's health maxing. Finding the professionals that you need to help you to get to your end goal and not skimping out on your health. That's the biggest investment you'll ever make for yourself, you know? And so I said the soul maxing, the health maxing. What was the other one? Look maxing was the exterior one. I don't remember the other one that I just said here. Oh my gosh, there's a bee. Lord Jesus. And I'm wearing a sweet scent. Oh, jeez. Lord, don't let this bee bite me. Okay. Yeah, so I was just sitting here just thinking about that. I'm like, life maxing. Okay? We need to coin these stuff the right way. Life max, not just look max. Life max, meaning in every area of your life. In every area of your life. Life max. Don't just look max. You can look cute, but be a rotten person on the inside. Nobody wants to be around that. You're not going to get far in anything, whether in running your own business or anything, because you're not going to be able to get along with people. You're not going to be able to execute the right way. Oh my gosh, this bee's bothering me. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on here and just do this quick video. I hope I made sense. Like, I really hope I made some sense here. Oh, yeah, the other one was financial maxing. I'm like, girl, doesn't matter. Like, where are you going with all this look maxing? You need money to take care. Your finances need to be in order for you to take care of this look maxing. Period. You cannot be going in debt and be out here look maxing. Look maxing require for you to buy your skincare routine, require you to get those outfits, requires you to even probably even join a gym membership. You need money for that stuff. If your finances aren't in order, if you do not know the basic things about money, if you don't know how to manage your money, if you are careless, if you're in debt, what business do you have look maxing? What business? And some of these people are out here telling us about look maxing. I say, oh yeah, how's your financial situation? These are things like, no, we need life maxing. We don't just need to focus on one area because they're all intertwined. As young people, they are all intertwined, and we cannot be just gobbling up every trend that hits us on TikTok anyhow. Some young people are out here making purchases on credit card. And recently, I know that FIFA's happening and all this stuff. I saw those ticket prices. I saw those. You know, I'm not so crazy about soccer, but hey, I wouldn't mind going to a soccer game. No problem. That would be net. That would be lit. I've never been to a soccer game. But have you seen the cost of those tickets? You know, have you seen the cost of those tickets? Here you are, you're about to make certain financial decisions for a ticket that costs $3,000, $4,000 and up just because of an experience. Yes, it's just maybe a one-time experience, and I'm not saying cheapen yourself out of life experiences, but like you cannot take $3,000, put it towards there, and your rent is not paid, or your insurance for your car is not paid, the car that takes you to work, the rent or the mortgage where you're staying is not taken care of, but you're going to take $3,000, that money that could cover those two things, and put it towards a ticket. I'm like, no, financial maxing, okay? Financial maxing is where your mind needs to be before you even get to look maxing, because look maxing needs to be funded. Who's going to fund it? Who is going to fund your look maxing? So we're out here putting the wrong things in the wrong order, and some extreme things of look maxing are like some deep surgeries and things like that. It's like, yeah, it's not everywhere that those things are covered. And I'm not out here hating on anybody that's doing look maxing and doing any of those extreme cases, but these things are very, very important. So yeah, I just thought I'd come out here and have this discussion. Like, I'm sitting here and these bugs, oh gosh. Anyways, yeah, so that was it for this video. I don't even know what I'm gonna title it, but yeah, that was my thought of the day today. I didn't post last week, but this is my post for this week. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments concerning anything that I've said, leave it down below. Let's start that discussion. Like, we always hear bad trends start, and that's it. Everybody catch on, jump on, and go. Nobody ask what, who, where, when. No, you can't just be like sheeps like that. You just keep going with every trend. Oh yeah, hey, life max your life max, not just look, life. I always say here, I bump into so many pretty girls, makeup, everything put together, but oh yeah, finance not in order, every other department not in order. What is going on? Huh? So anyhow, let's be smart. Let's be smart. Take everything with, like, even with this video, if you don't agree with me, that's fine. Just have that discussion in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm not going to ramble any longer. Have a wonderful rest of your May month. Bye.